You've been spat on, you've been punched in the face, and you're holding the line, you're still in the game. The fact that after you were spat on, that was covered by Daily Mail, news.com.au, a whole bunch of news agencies in the mainstream media. But there is a part two to this story.
When the police attended, they watched the videos, all the videos, and it was pretty clear what had happened, the spitting and then the hitting. So the issue is, when we put the spitting video out after I identified who the woman was, and I'd heard from the police that they were progressing their interviews of witnesses and obtaining information, the police then confirmed that her name was Denise Ferris. The police then asked us not to put the hitting videos out because some of the statements that they had been given from the Labor people, the Yes people, they don't seem accurate. And if I had to put the hitting video out, then it might have allowed them to change or edit their statements, which is very important in proving criminality or proving guilt.
So basically, you've withheld the second video, part two of the hitting incident, to allow the Yes voters to run their mouths, to give statements, to give conflicting statements, to give statements which in their eyes they would be giving to benefit their side, to benefit their story. All the while you've been sitting on this video showing the assault, the punch in the face that you copped. And the Labor side, as you call them, the Yes voters, the Yes to the Voice people, they didn't realise that you've been sitting on this video like a chicken on eggs, and you've been slowly waiting for them to run their mouths. You've been basically giving them rope, and they've taken that opportunity, thinking that there is no other video. They've given statements to the police. So what you're telling us is these statements potentially are not very accurate and perhaps not very even truthful.
Well, it's a bit more than that. Professor Ferris, or I should say former Professor Ferris, because it sounds like ANU have dumped her and cut her loose. She put out a denial, and that was reported by Daily Mail and news.com. And when you read the denial, it's insane. It says, I did not spit on him, but then I tried to cover his camera and he made me do it. So she's admitted doing it, but then denied doing it. The police asked me not to provide the information publicly. But Aussie, the story gets far worse than that. And as I revealed to you yesterday, and that's what we need to put out tonight, the police officer who's investigating has confirmed to my lawyer and his superiors that he intends to charge Denise and the man who hit me, Mark Smith. Mark Smith is the husband of a Labor local councillor, Linda Summers, here in the snowy Monero. He indicated
we've got the police now confirming, Cooma Police this is, that correct. Denise Ferris, Professor Denise Ferris, will be charged, and so will the man who assaulted you. What's his name?
Mark Smith, and he's married to a woman called Linda Summers. She is a Labor member, Labor councillor in our local council. And
so these people were also part of that Yes Vote campaign effort, handing out pamphlets and brochures and basically peddling government pro-voice propaganda. This man, who's married to a Labor politician, punched you in the face. You can see on the video. This
is where this all takes a really dark turn. The policeman who investigated and told his superiors that, yes, I will be charging, he got put on annual leave for 2 weeks this week. He was ordered to take 2 weeks leave right when he was about to charge the Labor people, the Yes people.
So now, let's get this straight for our listeners. There is exactly 15 days before the referendum, and the police officer in charge of the investigation has just been put on a forced 14-day leave, and the excuse the police are using, he's got too much leave, we need to urgently put him on leave. But because he is the OIC, the officer in charge of this investigation, the police are now claiming that we can't charge these people until that police officer who has now been put on leave comes back to work. You don't need to be a rocket scientist or a political analyst to figure out that the Cooma Police, in conjunction with the government, are desperate to delay Professor Denise Ferris being charged, because of course if she's charged and her accomplice in crime, because this is a crime, Mark Smith, who punched you 3 times, as you've told us, if they were to be charged, this would be all over the news. And I think that this is just going to mount. Public outrage is going to mount. In the next few days, we are going to now embark on a campaign. We want everyone to share this video, share this link, share this stream. Let your friends know this Professor Denise Ferris must be charged.